Hello, just waiting for it to confirm that we're live before I say anything, and then just checking the comments are working. Message. Hello, and a very warm welcome to my live. My name is Julie-Sian. I'm coming to you live from the UK. It's just after 6 o'clock on Friday, the 15th of September 2023. How are you all dealing with the new moon energies? Yes, they were very early in the morning today at the UK. Did you feel inspired to start something new? Do you feel the energy that you're feeling you want to kick up the arse? I don't know. Maybe you have. I mean, yesterday I had a bit of a really blur day, and today it's actually a lot better. I've been really productive today. I've been out for my walk. I think I was out for about, actually I think I was walking for a good hour, actually, meeting dogs and taking pictures of the leaves in the change. There were some beautiful red leaves around, so yeah, I've been having a lovely day today. Had my lemon drink this morning, my fruit milkshake with what did I have? Strawberries, kiwi, and banana today in my milkshake. And yeah, hello, it's been a great day financially. Not sure if that was just luck or the new moon, but probably both. Bit of both. Yes, the new moon in Virgo is all about ourselves, or like our career, healing, taking care of ourselves, our career, financial abundance, etc. So yeah, could have been a bit of both. I'm glad to hear that. Hello, Colin. I'm glad it's been a great financial day. Woo, 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 woo. I don't know if anyone caught my live yesterday. It was very short because no one joined me. So I'd done all my talking, whiffly waffly, on all about the crystals and essential oils that you could use to enhance yourself to connect with the new moon energies. I do have a link to a new moon ceremony. Of course, the new moon energies, you can still feel it the day yesterday, today and Saturday. So if you want to connect with the new moon, let me know and I will share the link with the new moon ritual that I've got available, and I will share I'll share the link for it. The ritual contains crystals, essential oils, meditation and writing in your own journal. So yeah, well done you. A great day. Find finances. Love that, love that, love that. Today is going to be a short live because I'm up to my eyeballs in doing things, and sort of things going on behind the scenes. So it is going to be a very short live today. So the deck that I've been using, or may not use today, is the Healing with the Angel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and the card is self-acceptance. The full reading is on my YouTube channel, Julie-Sian 777. And self-acceptance is for accepting you for who you are, this perfect, unique person. And no matter what you try, you will never be perfect. You will never be perfect. And even if you're trying to live up the expectations of someone else, no matter what you do, and you are 1,000,000% trying, you will never be perfect in anyone else's eyes. You will never match up to their expectations, and you will feel, I always disappoint you, etc., etc., etc. But you know what? If they can't accept you for your uniqueness, if they go, oh, you're no good at it, and you go, well, tough shit if you don't like it. You have to accept myself for who I am, and you have to do that. Accept yourself for your perceived flaws. All these, what you perceive as perceived flaws, make up you. You are this amazing, wonderful, unique person, and just embrace it. And if other people have a problem with it, they need to ask themselves why. Why? Why is it they're demanding such high standards from you when they themselves are not exhibiting that? They're not exhibiting, they're being spiteful and horrible to you. Go, oh, you're not good at... That is not a nice attitude. That is not a nice trait. If someone is criticizing you, it's because they're being, they're unsure and they're hurting inside. And you know what? Never change for anyone else. Only do the change if you want to change, okay? Never, ever change. And if someone can't accept you for who you are, or if someone's always putting you down, just go, you know what? F off. If you don't like me who I am, you are really spiteful. You're a bitch. And do you know what? That is a horrible characteristic. If they turn around and go, no, I'm not, and they go, well, you are, because you're being criticising me. And if you were coming from a loving place, you wouldn't criticise me. You wouldn't be putting me down. They wouldn't. So they themselves are not perfect. Remember, anyone who criticises you and trying to make you perfect in their eye, because they themselves are not perfect, because of course it's a reflection. You have to accept yourself for who you are. Whether you're tall or short or big or small, whatever it is, whether you've got blue eyes, brown eyes, whether you've got a loud voice, little voice, whether you're timid, whether you're outgoing, whether you're adventurous or you're a stay-at-home. You know, these are all these people. You know, if you're good at maths, if you're good at geography, if you're good at history, you're good at dancing, you're good at singing, you're good at music, you're good at writing books. We've all got our own talents. And accept themselves. And your talent is amazing, but your talent is completely different from someone else's. And two artists are not the same. Look at Constable, look at Picasso, look at all these amazing artists out there. They all paint differently. Look at Banksy. They're all artists, but they all paint differently. There are tarot readers there, there are angel card readers there, there's different mentors, there are business mentors, there are mental, there are different mentors in business, in mentors in your own life, there are people who work as accountancies, there are people who are working as doctors. You are all different and unique. And stop trying to fit in with other people. It's time to remove that frigging illusion, those false stories that media is telling you, that your teachers, your family, your friends, your community, your religious sects, whatever it is that you're in. Stop it. This is just a fake illusion to hold you back. And the thing is, why do they want to criticize you? Because they want to hold you back, because they're scared to let yourself, if you show them and put two fingers up them, and move away from them, go, you know what, I'm going to go and climb Mount Kilimanjaro. I'm going to set up my own business. I'm going to go and do this training. I'm going to go and throw everything in and sell my house and travel around the world. And if someone else says I wouldn't do that, I go, yeah, well, you wouldn't, go away. Just because a member of your family is blood relative, you can walk away from your family. And all these excuses, and yes, I know we are tied, to some things, but it's like, you're being so disrespectful. Until you start showing your own respect to yourself and giving up your own boundaries, and the first few times people around you are not going to like it, because they're so used to stepping over you, so used to putting you down, so used to doing all this, that it's like, you know what, they don't like it when you suddenly go, no, enough. No, I'm not going to do this. No, I'm not going to do that. And you know what? I deserve to have work for a company that respects me and honours me and pays me a good value. So you know what? I'm going to leave you. I'm going to leave this business. I'm going to go and get a job, or apply for a job first. I'm going to get a job elsewhere where a company pays me and respects me. I don't need people stabbing me in the back. Do I really want to work with people like that? Do you know, it's the best thing I ever did. I wish I did it earlier, but it wasn't the right time to leave my job. Because it was full of shit people trying to outdo each other, stab each other in the back. Mean, why? For the sake, you're not going to get anywhere. Don't like it. So, self-acceptance. Accept yourself for this beautiful, amazing, wonderful human being you are. And if you are surrounded by people at the moment who are frigging Neddy naysayers, Debbie Downers, people who are constantly criticising you, it's time to acknowledge it and go, you know what? I'm worth more than this. And it's time to stand up for yourself and step away. And you might go, well, it's really hard. Oh, you don't understand. No, that's frigging excuse. You're giving reasons why not. All week I've been talking about reasons why you should. When you keep giving yourselves the reason why not, stop yourself and say the reason why. The reason why I'm leaving this family. The reason why I'm leaving this relationship. The reason why I'm leaving this job. The reason why I'm leaving these self-limiting beliefs. The reason why I'm leaving this financial mess and stepping into a financial abundance. The reason why. And I've told you, when this is your priority, your reason why is so strong, that you've had enough is enough is enough is enough is enough. Are you ready? Or do you want to stay in the shit and the manure? Do you want to stay in the shit and manure? And stop the excuse, because that is just the ego, and you're allowing people to continue to control yourself. When you accept yourself, self-acceptance, into the I am this person. And it's so hard when for 60 years you've been told what to do and you've believed their bullshit and you believe all this crap that they tell you. And then you suddenly realise and wake up one day, and it is hard. Trust me, I've been there. It is the hardest thing ever. And it's even harder to do it on your own. But when you suddenly wake up and realise that, you know what, I'm entitled to my own opinion, just as everyone else is entitled to their own opinion. I'm entitled to live my life just as how anyone else wants to live their life. And if I want to lead an extraordinary life, I am going to do that. And if you have a problem with that, look within yourself. But I'm not going to get into the conversation anymore, because whatever I say, I can go blue in the face. It's not going to change them. And I'm not going to waste my breath on people anymore. If you are happy where you are, putting some lies about what I can't do to bed at summer camp, oh, it is. I mean, I did something at the weekend, and I know it doesn't look much. When I went on that walk at wherever it was, standing at Paterways, and there was this little tiny rope bridge, and I jokingly said to Anna, shall we walk across it? And then I was like, for fuck's sake, what am I doing? You know, I can't do that. And I sort of stood at the edge and I thought, which foot do I put first? And I, you know, looking around, is anyone watching me? Blah, blah. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to do this. Lots of people have done this. I'm going to have a go. And if I get stuck in the middle, well, either Anna comes and rescues me, or she goes and calls the fire brigade, because I do like a man in a uniform, and get a man in a uniform to come and rescue me. What the heck? But I did it. It's like I took that zip wire up at Bournemouth Pier. Yeah, the guy had to shove me off at the foot because I went to do it. And in the end I went, you're going to have to push me. You're going to have to make me push me off with that leap of faith. But I did that zip wire. I've jumped out of an aeroplane with a parachute attached very tightly to a professional. Very, very, very tightly. And he was very, very excited about the jump. Need we say more? But I had to do these things to prove myself. And other people, what do you want to go and jump out of a plane for? What do you want to go and do a zip wire for? What do you want? Well, why not? You know, I'm not going to have the reasons, oh, you might hurt you. No, the reasons why. It's the best thing ever, jumping out of the plane. Like you said, totally liberating. Oh my God, I can't wait to do another aeroplane jump. If you get the chance, do it. Don't go, I don't like heights. I don't like heights. But I tell you what, it's great. You know, zip wire. Whee! There's one up in Wales, actually. A long one up in, up in Festiniog, North Wales somewhere. They're not going to go and do that. They're not going to do that this weekend. I don't know. But stop it. It is the hardest thing to do on your own. I've been there. I'm doing all this on my own. When I set up the business, I had so many members, direct, immediate members of my family members that I thought would support me. The most support came from the strangest of people. I know even when I was still doing it, people were saying, you need to get a job. You need to get a job to support you. Bullshit to that. Because they're stuck in their 9-to-5 job. And people are still... And I go, it's only because you're jealous. Sorry, I've got no battery, so I'm holding my battery light in. So I don't know how long we're going to be there. But it's time to accept yourself for who you are. And wonderful, Colin, I love that. You can't put to bed and stop. It's totally liberating. It is liberating. The lies. And when you suddenly realise, but then you've got to forgive yourself because you didn't know. Forgive yourself, Colin, because you didn't know. Because you only know what people are telling you. And suddenly when you start reading these books, going on websites, talking to other people, you suddenly go, wow, there are purple carrots. Wow, there are more than one way to peel an apple. There is more than one way to make a curry. There is more than one way of doing this, that and the other. Exactly. You've got to self-accept yourself. And when you start accepting yourself for who you are, only change if you want to, not because someone else wants you. Hello. If you want to change, say, you know, I want to get fit. Ask yourself why. Why? Because I want to be healthy, because I want to live longer and I want to live this life. I'm leading an extraordinary life. Yeah, if I lose a couple of pounds here and there, yeah, it's going to be a bit easier for me to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. But I'm not going to lose it because someone turns around and goes, you're big and fat and ugly. You know, there's this big thing on it all about the ballet at the moment. I don't know if anyone saw the ballet show at the weekend, during the week. It was a panorama show. Panorama. And it's all about these schools that are getting the kids so thin. Why are they getting them thin? Because the professional shows, the professional ballet companies have this image of a ballet dancer. And therefore the schools are getting themselves, and it's like, you know, it's not right, you shouldn't be doing this. The thing is, who's got to change is these professional companies. These professional companies have to change their mind. It's happened with the models. You know, originally the models had to be size -0. If you're not a size -0 and a certain height and you look a certain way, you can never be a model. That's what happened growing up in my life. Oh, you can't be a model. Can't be. You look at some of these amazing models now. We have people with Down syndrome. We have people who've got limbs missing. We have coloured people. We have short people, tall people. We have all sorts of people, images on them who are now models. Only because society turned around as enough is enough, because there was a kick up about all these girls who were becoming anorexic, all the boys as well becoming anorexic and having to go and work out and get this body shape. Totally wrong. But what's happened now? The catwalkers now, they then set up a rule and said the catwalks have got to change. And now they have changed, and they're slowly changed. This is the same with the ballet. Why are they making this ballet? Because that's what the professional companies want. The ballet companies have this idea, and we've got this idea that a ballet dancer looks like this. So the only way you can ever be a ballet dancer, you might be the best ballet dancer in the world, but if you're a size 14 or a size 12 and you've suddenly got big boobs, but you're the best ballet dancer they have ever had in the creation of the whole world. Your talent is out of this galaxy. I'm sorry, you're a size 12 and your boobs are size 42. You're not the right shape. But they're the best ballet dancer in the whole galaxy. Nay, you got some boobs. Nay, you're size 12. You're not a size 0. You're not having the job. Go and get a boob job. Go and take these. Trying to fit in with others. And that is not right. Yes, you may love dance, but to the detriment of your own health. There's kids have killed themselves who are ballet dancers. Absolutely. It is so wrong. And we've got to start standing up. You've got to accept for yourself. And if people can't accept you for who you are, and they turn around, and you may love it so much, and you go, you know what? My health, my mental health, my body is worth more than your criticism, and you need to change. Accept yourself. Self-acceptance. You are all amazing. You are all fantastic. I love every single one of you. You are brilliant. And it's so hard. Look at me, 61 years old. Up until 60 years, I've seen a dancer size 16. Well, they are now, but not in a professional. You will not find, Anne-Marie, a dancer size 16 to 18 in the professional ballet corps at the London Ballet, the Birmingham Ballet, the Russian Royal Ballet. They are not size 16 or 18. No, they're not. Joy Davidson's song lyric, all your judges beware. Absolutely. So, we are all amazing. And if someone feels they need to criticise you, you know the keyboard warriors are the worst. You often wonder, you know they say these vile things. When they go walking round Tesco's, do they say these vile things to people in public? No, they carry it. It's because they can get away with it, so I'm holding my battery in. So yeah, she has been critiqued, but she didn't go. Good for her! Oh yes! I bet, yeah, and they do get critiqued. And she's carried on. Bless her cotton socks. But she will never have got a job at the Russian Royal Ballet. She will not get a job in these professional, you know, she will get a job somewhere else on the sidelines. But I'm glad she didn't give up. And I'm glad. And she's got to start doing this because she's got to, and she's a trailblazer. Absolute trailblazer. Good for her. Amazing girl. Absolutely awesome. I'm so proud of her, whoever she is. And if you know her, go, she is brilliant because she's a trailblazer. She needs to get out there and say, look, I am this size and I can still dance. Breaking the bonds, breaking the mold. You've got to accept yourself for who you are. So, if you are looking for guidance, if you suddenly decided, you know what? Because I put a post up today. And I said, you know, what are the two things, if I, you know, what are the two things you would love to change in your life today? And if you could change those two things today, how would it make you feel? So we got 5 beautiful, wonderful, unique, amazing, fantastic people here. And I'd like to get this interactive now. And I'm going to challenge you. If you want a card tonight, the only way you're going to get a card tonight is by putting me down in the comments the 2 things you want to change, and if these 2 things changed, how would they make you feel? That's all. If you don't put that, no cards. No cards, and all the card you're getting is the self-acceptance. So if you're ready for a card, tell us. She was at TV, can't remember the name of the programme. Yeah. That's brilliant. So if you want a card tonight, you need to share with me the 2 things. And if you haven't got 2 things, 1 thing that you want to change, and how would that change make you feel? Start getting listing. Okay, so I'm looking for 2 things that you'd love to change in your life, and if those things happened, how would you feel? What would be amazing if these 2 things happened in your life? Well, I tell you now, my health, I'm changing my life, and I'm my 2 things. Well, I had 3 things. My wishes. I had I had my health earlier in the week. I put health. I wanted an extraordinary life, and I wanted financial freedom. And I'm actually changing my health. I'm eating healthy, I'm going for a walk, I'm doing exercise, I'm trying to get to bed earlier and sleeping and things like that. So I'm actually feeling better. I've actually actioned it, and I'm actually feeling healthier. And of course, you know, I'm leading an extraordinary life. I'm trying to decide what to do this weekend actually. Not having to work will make me have more energy for fun, and spending more time on the mainland will help me to improve my language skills. Well, great, not having to work. Well, you're working towards not having to work, and that would help me to improve my language skills. Spending more time on the mainland will help me improve my language skills. Okay, well, you don't work 24 hours a day, Colin. No, you don't work 24 hours. You can choose the time you have in the evening to work on your language skills, even if you find 10 minutes every day working on your language skills. You can change that now. And how would changing your language skills, how would that make you feel? I know you're not having to work more and have more energy for fun. Yeah, well, What can you do about at the moment to change your work life? But you're working what you are now to make money. So when you retire in about 5 years' time, so you actually got your plan of energy in, but you can still sort of put down and go, no, I only want to work Monday to Friday, because that's what we were talking about ages ago. You wanted to work Monday to Friday, and that will give you your evenings free to do your hypnotherapy and your weekends. And you started doing that. Are you still just working Monday to Friday and then doing your hypnotherapy in the evenings and having fun in the weekends? Are you doing that, or have you fallen back, or have you allowed the job? Self-employed and craft skills, sense of achievement and productivity. Right, Sally. You can work on your craft skills now. You can work on your craft skills now. Oh yes, no weekend work for me. Woohoo! Yes. So you've got 2 days off out of every 7. So are you having fun on those 2 days you're off? And on those 2 days you're off, are you working on your language skills? Or what are you doing? I know you've been out most weekends. You've been living you've had an amazing summer. You've had amazing 6 months. You're here, there and everywhere. So you're actually living the life you want because you've done it. Oh yes, no weekend work. I know occasionally you work in the evenings because you're playing with your big boys toy train set. Yay! Big boys train set, which sometimes you do have to work at night, but you can swap your hours around for that. But you're working towards it, and I love that. And of course, making sure that, you wanted to work on yourself in the evening. You do your quiz nights, which is fantastic. You're doing really well at the moment, but just see where else you can tweak. And you look at. So Sally says self-employed and craft skills. Well, Sally, like I said, are you time chunking your days? Are you time chunking your days so you get time every day for half an hour? And you've got it half an hour somewhere where you can do your craft skills. Every day you can do self-employed. Self-employed, that's that as a lawyer or something like that. Or what would you like? I know you're working, wanting to go to university. And when you go to university, you're not going to be at class 24 hours a day. You are going to have to time chunk yourself when you're at university. Time chunk, I'm going to study now, I'm going to do this now, that. And make sure when you're doing that, you are taking time out every day or every other day for your crafting. You've got no excuse. We've all got 24 hours. So instead of sitting there watching EastEnders or whatever program you want in the evening, say I'm going to go and do some crafting. And if you say I've got no space, I know you've got a spare room in your house. You can easily make a space, because we've been talking about this months and months and months ago. I offered to come up one weekend to come and help you sort out your house, to clear a space so you could do your crafting. Have you actually done that? I actually offered to come and help you. Have you done it? No. It's not your number one priority. If it was what you wanted, you would have done it. Okay, we have got, things. And if you want to do these things, get a mentor or an accountability buddy. You don't have to work with me. There's lots of mentors. There's lots of accountability buddies. Or maybe if you want to do some crafting, connect with a friend and go crafting together. I don't know. Right, hang on. I've got Richard here. Right, hang on. Carrying on a spiritual journey when I was a teenager because work left me distant. The mistakes I made through. Hang on, it's flicked. More confidence when younger and standing my ground for now. I'm not confused because I've said, what would you change in yourself now? So you want more confidence. Okay, so you want to have confidence. So that's what you want, and you're thinking that if you got the confidence, you can stand up. The thing is, if you can just turn around and say, in the universe, I'm not having narcissistic bullies around me. I'm not having these people around me. And you now recognize them, and as soon as you come into contact with those people, you can turn around and go, no. You've got to set up your boundaries. If these people are around you, just go, that's not acceptable. If they're not, and most narcissistic people won't accept that they're doing that. You can now get the confidence to not stand up because it's a waste of time, but it's just to go and just smile and just smile and walk away. Walk away. And then you go, yeah, I did it. I did it. Because no matter what you say to these people, it won't change them. The only person who will change them is themselves. And they like it. They like this power they have over you. So when you decide no more, enough is enough, you recognize, you now know what a narcissistic person is. You know how they act. You know their. So next time you come across someone, you keep away from them. And if you've got a job like that, it's like whatever. So, yeah. So carrying on a spiritual. So you want to change. So you can do that. You're doing that now. You're doing your Reiki. And you're getting out there and you're mixing with people who are taking you up. And the more you mix with this new people, you will find the narcissistic people, the bullies, will step away from you. I've got hardly any bullies around me now because I went, no, universe, because I'm worthy of better people around me. I am better people with higher vibration. People are bullies and people are narcissistic. Their vibration is like elephant manure. In fact, their vibration is worse than dog shit. Okay, their energy, these people are worse than dog shit, and dog shit is worse than elephant manure. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Your vibration is higher, and the more you go, I'm vibrating with higher people, you acknowledged it happened, but don't keep harping on about it. If you keep harping on about it, you're still giving those people your energy. You're still in that low dog shit vibration. When you acknowledge it and go, I'm not going to mix with those people anymore. If it's in a job you're with and you don't like that, you can talk to your boss and just go, you know what? I'm not dealing with people like this, and I'm going to go and get another job or set up my own business doing something so I'm not surrounded. And make that decision and put it up to universe and stop playing the part of the victim. Okay? And then stop going on about the past. What to do. And then when you do that, because as soon as you take your power back, you will get your confidence. Yes, and not where are we? Yes, I did, but I did get the table out, so not where we are. So yes, and not feeling guilty doing something fun. Absolutely. And the more you do it, the more you won't feel guilty. The more you do this, taking time out to do your crafting, the more you won't feel guilty about doing it. I get the table out. Go and get it out now. Yes, I did, but I've got to do the table out, so not feeling locked away. Yeah. Hello, Nuala. Right. This is not right. Hello, Nuala. I humour it and run away now. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Actually, you walk, and when you say run away, that's because you're running away as things. You are walking away with your head held up because I'm no longer in there. Okay. Yeah, you're running away from it, and it's like running away from the negativity, but you're now positive. It's great. Finding new friends to improve my social life. That's it. I only have one big one. Well, you've got loads of friends here, but maybe you want some local friends nearby. So Lavender Moon, search in your local area to see if there are like-minded people. Ask to see if there are any psychic circles in your local area. Have a look and see if there's any local psychic circles, and just Google it and see psychic circles, or whatever it is you like doing. Or, you know, you want to do, so instead of doing aromatherapy courses online, see if there's a local aromatherapy course in person. Start getting out there. Improve your social life. That's the only one I have, one big one. Yeah, so what is it that you like doing? And when you go to your Pilates class, check Meetup too. That's how I got a whole new bunch of people in my world. Oh, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. The Meetup. I might do that. Those of a mature age can join the University of the Third Age. There's some certain people, when you get to a certain age, you can join a U3A. Richard's too young. I think Lavender Moon may be too young for the University of the Third A. Colin, I think, is too young. But there's a thing called the University of the Third Age. But yeah, see, get out there, Google it. If you want to make new friends, see if there's any classes. Rather than doing online classes, because then you're still at home, see if there are any in-person classes that you can go. And when you go to your yoga class or when you go to your Pilates class, actually say to people, when you start going, hello, hello, nice to see you, looking forward to it, and start a conversation. And it's the hardest thing to do. But you know what? You have to, the only thing you can lose is someone going, oh my God, who's she? And you go, well, I am loving the moon and I'm loving it. And just start a small conversation and just say hello. And then just say, oh, does anyone fancy going for a cup of tea afterwards? Anne-Marie, to lose weight and communicate more with people. Okay, so how do you think, and how would that make you feel, Anne-Marie? How would that make you feel to lose weight and to be able to communicate with people? How would that make you feel? This is my question to you. You want this as your dream. What would it make you feel? How would you feel? Because when you tap into this how you feel, then you will start wanting to do it. So if losing weight will make you feel a lot more healthier, right, if that's your number one priority, Anne-Marie, is to lose some weight, what are you going to do about it? Because people go, oh, I want to lose weight, I want to lose some weight, I want to lose, I want to lose some weight. And then you sit there eating donuts, or you go shopping and you do the food shop and you're buying the crisps, you're buying, see you later Richard, you're buying the crisps, you're buying the cake, you're buying the biscuits, and then they're at home in the house, and then you sit there and eat. So if you want to start eating healthy, stop buying the stuff that is unhealthy. Start buying, when you do your next food shop, buy your next, instead of buying instead of buying cake, buy fruit. Whatever it is, stop buying the unhealthy things. And if you want to lose some weight, you start eating and then you start exercising. You just do 10 minutes, walk around the block. You don't need to spend a lot of money. But if you really want to do it, you won't have the reasons why. I can't buy fruit because the rest of the family don't eat. Well, you just buy two things. You buy cake and you buy fruit. You put the cake in one box and you go to your family. That's your box. This is my box. And you don't go near the box of treats. That's their box. You can, the excuse is, oh, I've got to cook 2 dinners a night. Do it. If you are really wanting to do it, and it is your number one goal, it is your priority, and we were talking about this at the beginning of the week, if it is your priority and that's what you really want to do, you will start doing things. And it's like when you start saying excuses and reasons, then I go, you don't really want to lose the weight. You don't want to lose the weight. And you go, yes, I do. I go, bullshit to that. Because if you really did, you would make sure you start doing something about it. And when people go and I rub them up the wrong way, and I say to them, it's not your number one priority. You don't want to do it. Yes, I do. No, you don't. Yes, I do. And I go, no, you don't. And I said, I'll prove it to you, because if you really want to lose weight, you start now, and you would be doing it. You wouldn't be having the reasons and the excuses. Okay? There's no reason and no excuse. I've changed my diet. I go walking every day. Well, I didn't yesterday because something else cropped up. But I go on like every 6 to 7 days out of a week. Once in a blue moon I don't go. But I make sure, even if it's a 10-minute walk down to the little shop and walk back instead of getting the car. If you really, really want it, I'm sabotaging myself and then moan, I've not lost weight just lately. Because you don't really want to do it. That's why you sabotage yourself. There's a couple of reasons. One, because you don't think you're worthy. You're not accepting yourself for who you are. You don't think you're worthy of it. But it's the excuses. And it's because you don't really want to do it. If you really want to do it, you wouldn't do the self-sabotaging. You would understand why is it that you put the weight on. Most of us eat because it's comfort. Okay, it's comfort eating. It makes you feel good. Having that donut, oh, it's really nice. Eating a donut is much nicer than eating a plate of salad. Of course it is. But if you really want to do it, you wouldn't do this self-sabotaging. And you've got to really look at yourself in the mirror. You're disrespecting yourself. You're dishonesting yourself, or whatever the word is. Not being, loving towards yourself. You're not being kind towards yourself. Stand in the mirror, Sally, and say to yourself, if I came to you, Sally, and go, Sally, I want to lose some weight, but I'm eating the cake, what would you say to me? What would you say to me? And this is what my daughter does to me. She says, so, and then you moan from not lost weight, self-sabotage, looking for quick energy, and then think, well, it won't matter. Yeah, but it does matter. That is a false story you're telling yourself. You're telling yourself a false story. And to get the quick energy, you need to change your way. So I need some quick energy. So eat a banana instead of the cake. Exactly. So you want to lose weight. So who does the food shopping in your house? Sonny, if you do the food shopping in the house, you stop buying the cakes. Stop buying the biscuits. Stop buying all these food that's not good for you. Stop buying the bread. Stop buying it. Okay? You do the food shopping, then stop bringing that stuff in the house. Don't buy the Coke. Buy tonic water. You're the one that's doing it. And if you're going, but my partner likes the cake, okay, you have a cupboard for him and you put stuff in there. I don't bring them in, but then get someone else. Well, that is utter bullshit. But if someone brings the cake in, you've got the choice. Because you've already got your fruit there, you can sit there and you go, you can eat the cake. Just because they bring it in, you don't have to. If your partner is bringing in the cake, and you go, right, this is your cupboard. And it has a padlock on it. And the only person who's got the key to it is you, your partner. And if you want to bring in the cake, it goes in that cupboard. And yes, I want a quick sugar spoon. Well, find something else that will give you. Eat a banana, eat an apple, eat a pear. Okay, and have that instead. Once you start doing it, it's breaking this habit. And it's just a story you're telling yourself. Oh, it doesn't matter, one cake. Quite clearly, look at yourself in the mirror, Sally. I'm not being disrespectful to yourself. If it didn't matter, you wouldn't want to lose weight. Your why isn't strong enough. You go gunner or right downer to justify it. Yeah. Don't get into the cycle. So, so Richard's gone. Meet up there. Okay. I know, it goes on a guilt trip. Well, you can stop that cycle. If you really want it, Sally, you can sit there now, you can tell your partner, you can go through the cupboards now, when we finish, and you go through the cupboards, and you can get a box, and we did this, I got a box, and I sorted everything out, and I put all the naughty stuff, what I call the naughty stuff, in a box, and I go, Anna, that's yours. And yes, occasionally I go near it, once or in a blue moon, but I feel guilty now. I eat it, but not in a guilty way, because it's like I'm putting, all the hard work I put away for my, keep fit. And yes, I go out last weekend. I went out for a meal on my son's birthday, and I had a look, and it's like, oh my God, look at all this, because it was an Italian place full of pasta and pizza. But they did have a couple of dishes that weren't, or not as fat. And I chose the lighter option. I chose not to have a starter. I chose not to, when I asked them what the desserts was, I then thought, no, I won't have the dessert, because I knew. But I could have eaten it without guilt. And I don't go on to things because they're healthy. But it's just a story. Okay? And if you are enjoying these guilt trips, carry on the way you are. But if you're sick of that cycle, and be honest with yourself, but this is the thing, you're giving your excuse away to it. And yes, when you're going on a healthy eating, don't go on a diet. Diets do not work. Quite clearly, diets don't work. Is there anybody else here? So Sally's shared. So Sally can have a card. Sally's shared. So let's see who else is here. So Sally has miracles. A miracle is happening. The miracle is mindset. The miracle that I'm accepting myself for who I am, and I'm going to work around who I am. All right. So if you know your perceived flaws, you know that, oh, I need a quick sugar. Well, make sure that you've got things around that are the healthy option for a quick sugar boost rather than the unhealthy. And then the miracle will happen. Miracles will happen. It's there for you. Vicky, if you want a card, you need to share the 2 things you want to change in your life today. What 2 things? And the reason why, what it will make you feel. If you want a card, you need to say 2 things that you want to change in your life and how it would make you feel. So then we've got Colin. Colin. So who else is still here? Colin has intention. What is your intention? Your intention is, I want to give up work and live like a retired person and have more fun. That is your intention. So everything you do, you're going to make sure this is my intention. Am I doing this? What I'm doing at this moment, is it helping me towards my goal of early retirement? Is this stuff I'm doing at the moment helping me to have fun? If it's not, don't do it. Yes, I know we've got to clean the toilets, and you know you have to wash down Daisy, the motorhome. Yes, there's still little jobs like that. But the main intention when you're doing a job, your intention, you say, is this thing I'm doing, is that heading me towards my end goal? If it's not, I ain't going to do it. My intention is everything I do is leading to my amazing tomorrow. I'm manifesting the intentions and actions I'm taking today is actioning my wonderful dreams into belief, into future. So there you go. So that's Colin. I think Lavender, who else is here? Who else? Share who, if anyone else wants a card. So if anyone wants a card, tell me if you're still here. If you want a card, you need to let me know the 2 things you want to change in your life and how that would make you feel. If you don't share that, you don't get a card. So I'm not sure who else is here. So Colin got intention. So who else is here? Who else wants a card? Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie, you shared. Absolutely. So let's do Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie is truth and integrity. Are you being truthful with yourself, Anne-Marie? Are you being honest with yourself? This is the truth. Let me be truthful to myself. This is what I really want. And if it's what you really want, the truth is you're not going to say any more excuses. The truth is you're not going to give any more reasons why you're not going for your truth, your goals. Truth and integrity. You have to be truthful. Are you really leading the life you're loving? Or in truth, are you enjoying your life or not enjoying your life? Yeah, if you're enjoying 80% of it, that's great, because we've all got 20% in our lives or whatever, which is full of shit. You know, got to clean the flat, I've got to wash up the dishes, got to do the bathroom, I've got to wash the car, you know, I've got to do this, that and the other. There's always things that we do. But in the truth, the majority of my life, in truth, yeah. And if I'm doing something I'm not enjoying, I go, why am I doing it? I'm doing it to my detriment to myself. Well, the truth is, I don't want to do that anymore. Be truthful and honest with yourself. I would like to change my health and be more financially stable. I would be less stressed. Oh, I love that, Vicky. I would love that. Oh, so many people wants to change their health and be financially stable. Oh my God, yes, that's what I want. I want financial freedom. Financial freedom. So, what are you going to do today? Because you can do all these things now. You can do that. I'm going to do you a card, Vicky. That is beautiful. I love that. Want to have the health. You're welcome. And be financially stable. Oh yeah, that's what I want. Financial freedom. Not to have to worry about paying our bills. So, what are you going to do about it? The first thing, I'm not going to do much mentoring here today. The first thing you do when you want to do your financially stable is you need to do your budget. You need to know exactly how much money is coming in and exactly how much money is going out to the penny, and you need to monitor that for the next couple of months. And when I've just had surgery for breast cancer and I'm self-employed, so I can't work. Oh, bless you, cotton socks. And when you realise what's going every penny, then you can go, oh gosh, bless your cotton socks. Oh my gosh, sending you so much love and healing. Oh gosh, you are so brave, Vicky. Sending you love, asking Archangel Raphael to be with you and surround you with his green healing energy. Oh, bless your cotton socks. Oh, what a worry, what a stress. Oh, mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh, bless you. And being self-employed when you can't work, when you've just had surgery, that is a worry. That is the only one problem when you're working self-employed, and you're the only one who's bringing in money. How are we going to bring in money to pay the bills? Hopefully you'll be able to recover quickly. What is it that you do, Vicky? I'm going to do a card for you. What is it that you do, Vicky? Take care. The number one priority of yourself at the moment, Vicky, is to look after yourself and take care of yourself. Take time out and look after yourself and be loving towards yourself. So let's do a card for our beautiful Vicky, sending you love. Oh gosh, sending you so much love. Okay, divine timing. This is your time. Thank you. I appreciate your support. I'm a beauty therapist in nail tech. Oh yes. Yeah, very difficult to work, yes, when you're a nail technician, beauty therapist and nail technician. Well, hopefully, when you're feeling better, beauty therapist is a bit harder. When you're feeling a little bit more better, because I know you've got when you've got breast surgery to moving your arms and stuff, but when you're a little bit better, maybe in a couple of months' time you can get back to doing your nail technician work. Girls all want their nails done for Christmas. So hopefully you'll be able to get back to work slowly. Do a tiny bit each day or twice a week or something like that. Start back only when you're feeling ready and up to it. Sending you so much love, my darling Vicky. Sending you so much love. Yeah, anytime you want to chat. So yours is divine timing. This is your time. Maybe having time away, looking after yourself, will give you a focus on what is it that you really want from work. What is it that you actually want? What is it you want from your life? Because sometimes we have these things in our life to bring us up to a standstill and to go, you know what? Do I really love this? Is this what I really want to do? And when you suddenly realise what you really love or what you really want, sometimes things like this, I had this a few years ago, and it was something that happened at work, and it was a stop, and it was like, oh, enough is enough is enough. Divine, and I actually got divine timing. And this is the time for you to sit back and think, what is it that I really want? Life is, and you suddenly go, life is precious. Life can be short. And this is your divine timing, the right time to go, what is it that I really, really want? Yes, you want your health and you want financial freedom. And with this financial freedom, what would you be doing with that financial freedom? What would that enable you to do, Vicky? When you've got, you're working like half a week, so you're working self-employed part-time. What were you going to be doing with this financial freedom? What would you do with your life with this financial freedom? What would enable you to do? Would it be able to travel or to have the car or whatever it is? And this is the time to think, I've got my health, I've got financial freedom, but what does the financial freedom will enable me to have? And then we go. If you want a card tonight, Mina, to get a card, you need to let me know the 2 things you want to change in your life and how it would make you feel. I need to know your 2 things you want to change in life and how it would make you feel. If you want to share that and tell us, change the 2 things you want in life and how it would make you feel, then I'll do a card. Girl, got radiation treatment to come and hormonal tablets, it's chemo. Well, I'm glad you haven't got chemo. I mean, how can we say that? Radiation treatment, oh bless you, and hormonal tablets. Yeah. The positive, sorry, trying to be that. I love my job. I'm full time. Absolutely, and I love that. And it is, isn't it lovely to be able to do? I love my job. I am so blessed, and I'm so pleased that you love your job and you're full time. Love it. Oh, it's lovely to know you've got so many people who don't like their job. But yeah. Oh, I'm so pleased, seriously, that you've got a job that you really love. And it's great, isn't it, to be able to do something you love. It's great. Sending you love for your radiation treatment. and the hormones. But hopefully, but I'm really glad you haven't got to have chemo. Really, really glad for you. So giving you love and hearts for that. And hopefully the radiation will get all the cancer. And then once it's all done and over, you will then start with your life back. Hopefully you've got someone around you who can support you. So Mina, if you're looking for a card tonight, and anyone else here, if I missed anyone else, if you want a card, you need to share the 2 things you want in your life and how it would make you feel if you achieve that change. What are the 2 things you want to change in your life, where you are now and you want to change, and how would it make you feel? It's lovely, isn't it, Vicky, to have a job you love? I'm so blessed in having a job that I love. I'm really, really lucky. So yeah. So just waiting for Mina to share. If not, then that will be it for tonight. I would love to reduce weight and increase energy. Well, that's a double brilliant. Oh, there's so many people who want to lose weight and increase, and then with your increased energy when you're not carrying so that is perfect, the energy. So what would you like? So reduce weight. Rather than the easiest way of doing that, to start off with, where they're going, oh, I want to lose a stone in weight, and you've got this big target and it's under pressure and I've got to lose that. The first thing you want to do is you want to become healthy. Chemo depends on if my lump and lymph nodes results. I've got the most caring clients. Thank you. Oh, that's beautiful, and they're so understanding. I love that. Well, we're putting it up. We're putting it up to the universe that the node results come back. I was going to say negative. We want the word negative. So I'm putting it up to the universe. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Vicky. Vicky, can I just do something for you? Because Inueta's come in. So anyone who's not seen me work with Inueta before, this is for Vicky. Ashkanutsko ala sarhia, ako orasmia, aleko a ikasti, aposkropa atoriata, ika oa, ishta a in, ika ho a si, ipakota, ashka, inakatika opa, iktika o firestia, yapa o kotika teke, tika kopatika, ikatika, isto omaka, ayashostka o ida, ika, oyamaraka, vizitika, aituho, oyamakia, apata, a tour. That was some healing for you from Inueta. I hope you enjoyed it. Your fingers over it. Oh, are they? Thank you for that. That is for Vicky. Anyone else can take the healing, but my hands are burning. So sending you so much love, Vicky. And yeah, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael. I'm calling in all the angels and spirit guides to be with you and surrounding you at the moment. Sending you so much love. And I hope that that's especially for Vicky. So Mina would like to reduce weight. Absolutely. So what do you think you could do? You're very welcome, my darling. Anytime you want some healing, you know I am. If you want to chat, you know I am. I've been having a massive scare because I don't know if some of you know that I have Joey, who is a brain tumour as well. And at Monday I was at hospital because I had lumps on my lymph nodes as well. So it's not a nice thing to do, but I'm sort of in the clear. So it's been a horrible time over August, but I've got the all clear at the moment. So yeah, sending you so much love, but it's not nice. It's not nice. So yeah, so I'm not, blessing, I'm not unfortunately not going down your path at the moment. Not really weight, but don't want to get swelling. Some days body looks healthy, other days swells up. Maybe yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. But don't want to get swelling. Some days well. Check with your GP. Get that checked out first of all. That's the first step to find out why you get the swelling and what it is. And if it is, then you can get stuff. And then that's So so need to get that, Mina. That's all right. I'm fine. I'm in charge of Joey. Joey is not in charge of me. I am living an extraordinary life. Yes, we've had a bit of worry, but you know what? We carried on and we're moving on. Moving on. Absolutely. Yes. So yeah. My first, I'm not such a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm not, I think, yes, I do Reiki and I do channel Inueta. However, not really, wait, but don't worry. Yeah, so check that out. When you're of a certain age, when you get to a certain age, I don't go to doctors low herbal stuff. Yes, I know you don't, but sometimes make sure that watch herbal you do. A doctor can do like a blood test or get a blood test done to find out what the hormone, because unless you know what is out of balance, okay, unless you know what is actually out of balance, you can't treat it with your herbs. You need to get inside, and the only way you can get inside is with a professional medical practitioner. So this is why sometimes I said, some of us the other day, I was saying, maybe go and get a blood test done. Get a blood test done. All right, you can get a private one and get a blood test done, and then the bloods will tell you what's right or wrong. And when you know what is wrong, then you can start taking the right herbs. It's menopause. Menopause. Frigging menopause. Yeah, well, I'm on a whole load of herbs as well for that. I take tablets and things like that. I am on HRT at the moment. Good old menopause. Don't we love that menopause? Herbal stuff. Yeah, it could be with that. But just check that some herbs are counteractive and some herbs counteract each other. So make sure that you are taking herbs that work together and not against, that you are taking the right herbs and the right vitamins in the right quantity, because if you're taking too much, your body can't take it. All right. But there's lots of natural health out there, but yeah, just check that what you're doing is, because we can take, garlic is meant to help you with your arthritis, but if you take too much of anything, too much of the good stuff is bad for you anyway. Home remedy, it's all safe. Yeah, but make sure that they don't counteract with each other, and you're not overdoing it, okay? Because you can go too far the other side. Trust me, been there, done that, because it's like, yeah, I'm taking all this stuff, and then they go, yeah, your poor kidneys, you've overdone it. Okay, it's like you have one glass of sherry, that's okay, one glass of sherry, but if you drank a whole bottle, your poor liver. So just make sure you're not overdosing. You can overdose on vitamins, you can overdose on minerals, you can overdose on the herbs. All right, so just be aware of not doing too much. So let's do Mina and then we'll finish. Is there anybody else who hasn't had a card and would like one? So focus. So we need to focus on what it is you really want. What is it that you really want? And when you focus on anything you want, when you hear yourself giving an excuse why you're not doing it, it means you don't really want it. You will find, instead of the reason why you're not doing something, you're going, no, I'm going to find the reason why I'm doing it. And my focus is this. You're welcome, Mina. You're welcome. I've been there. I did that. And I was thinking, and then I went to the doctor and stuff. There was this story about this little boy, he'd gone orange. This little boy, it's true. You look it up. Things. And he'd gone orange. He'd gone orange. And they couldn't understand why he was going orange. And Mum was saying, well, he's eating this and eating that. He's eating things. Couldn't understand. They did a test on him and he was very high in not only vitamin C, but very high in keratin. Why? Keratin makes orange. Keratin is in carrots and orange. This little boy was eating, his mum was buying bags of tangerines or satsumas, and he was eating, I'm not exaggerating, like 10 satsumas every single day. Even more. He was eating so many, and it built up and built up and built up, and he had so much keratin in him that he went orange. So they went, right, you've got to cut. And his mum go, well, it was healthy, it was an orange. Oh, he'd have a whole load. He'd have about 6 for breakfast. He'd have another 6 for his lunch. He'd come home and eat more. He was eating low. And I was thinking, God, how can this mother afford it? And he was eating all these oranges. and and the reason why his body had overdosed on the keratin, and it was the keratin levels that had made him go orange. So he was eating too many oranges. So as soon as they cut down, well, at the first they had to cut out all of his oranges, and then they restricted him to having only like 3 or 4 a day. He wasn't orange anymore. He'd overdone it. Focus. So you focus on what it is you want. And then when you hear yourself going, oh, I can't do this, you go, why can't I? Because this is what I want. I want to work on this. And hormones isn't just your hormones treatment. Treating your the menopause is all areas of your life. So yeah, there's so much there going on, and it will make you feel better. And it's a blip. It is a blip. It won't last forever and a day. But focus on what it is you want and the reason why you want it, not the reason why not. And that is what it is. What is it that you want in life? Yes, you want to get over the menopause, but you want whatever it is. I can't remember what else you asked for. Financial freedom. Increase energy. Yeah. So, increase energy. The more you do, the more energetic you get. Are you doing things that will increase your energy? Are you taking these sugar stuff, or are you getting natural sugar? Because if you go and have a cup of tea with sugar in it, that's a quick natural boost. And you go whoosh! And then you drop quickly. But if you eat a banana, it keeps you going there. So the energy, increased energy. What about your sleep routine? Are you having a good sleep routine? Are you getting enough me time? Have you got work-life balance? Etc., etc., etc. And then you will find that you'll get that. And people go, oh, I'm tired and I don't want to go for a walk. But if you go and force yourself to go for a walk, you come back and you feel really energised. Unless you do it on a hot day and you come back in saps of energy, but it's slightly different. Focus on what you want. Let it be your priority, etc. Right, well, thank you everyone for joining me tonight. It's quite nice to have company tonight because I didn't have any yesterday. Wishing you all an absolutely amazing weekend. Thank you everyone who joined. I hope all the cards and things. If any of you want to work with a mentor, message me. If you're looking for a full in-depth reading, I've only done 1 single card, but if you want to take it to the next level, you're ready for a reading, and that no longer is just a reading, go, there's a reading, goodbye. And you go, thank you. But if you go off and go, no, I want some more guidance, and I actually want to know what to do with the guidance, because how many of us have had a reading in our lives? I've had a reading, and then thank you, not gone, done anything. Well, this Pathfinder gives you the in-depth reading, but it also gives you the guidance, and it gives you an action plan, and you can action the guidance that you receive. I love my Pathfinder. And if you want some mentoring, or you want a plan of action, or want to know how you can toe time chunking and how you turn your life where it is now into and all these things that you ask, happy to sit down and work with you as your mentor. Have a fantastic evening, whatever you're doing. Have an amazing weekend, and hopefully we'll be back for Monday for Mindset and Meditation Monday. Have a great weekend. Take care. Namaste. Bye, 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 bye.